What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Base Legend. That's probably the most annoying voice in the world. Hope you guys are doing awesome. Oh, you know what? I just realized I am in the wrong TikTok account. That's why I can't access my chat right now. Gotta fix that real quick. Can't be inside of this client account. How many followers they get? No followers yet? No views on your content? We'll get there. We'll get there. I launched a new account on TikTok for one of our clients today. But in order to do that, I had to log my stuff out. We're playing some Green Hell today. That's what's happening. I hope you guys are pretty excited about that. But have to make sure that we get TikTok supported. Hang on, scanning a QR code to sign in because that's how platforms should be signed in with these days. Confirmed. Logged in. Sorry. 2 seconds. Live center. View live access. Sorry, just got to make sure that we get we get TikTok going because I need to make sure that I can monitor this chat because we just broke 1,000 followers on TikTok. Bam. All right, got that fixed. Let me go into YouTube. And then I'll check out a bunch of other stuff over here. How we doing over here? Ew, horizontal. Well, it's unfortunate, Master of Food. Don't you normally hang out in the vertical, though? I thought you normally hang out in the vertical. It makes sense. I personally would keep up. Listen to me being greedy. I would keep up 2 feeds. One for the horizontal and one for the vertical. Because I'm a selfish person like that. All right, so let me go ahead and just activate a couple things here in terms of getting our ads. Yeah, I do. My mom would always say ye instead of yay. Like, you know how most people, and I say most people, they type yay, Y-A-Y. She would type it Y-E-H, yeah. And I would always make fun of her for it. Because that's ridiculous. All right, Green Hell. Blah, blah, blah. And then turn this on and then hit done. And then let YouTube insert some stuff here. And then hit this button and then hit this button and then hit pop out chat. Look, there's the chat. And then, okay, so that's portrait. So that's the vertical. Hang on, just need to get my horizontal chat. 2 seconds. Gotta get the horizontal chat. And then as soon as I'm done with this one, we'll be in the game. Just type in Green Hell right here. Cool. And then hit monetize. Yeah, that you don't need to know that I turn on ads. But I do. Okay, anyway, and then pop out chat. There we go. Second chat activated. I love how Master of Food is in both chats right now. All right, back to the TikTok so we can set everything up properly here. And then this one. One of these days, I'm going to figure out a way to streamline this because this is a big old waste of everybody's time. All right, let's get into Green Hell. Am I done? I'm done. We're done. Close out of this. Don't need to have my email open anymore. Close out of that. Hit up Discord. What up, Discord? You'll be traumatized after yesterday's conversation. I'm sorry if I traumatized you. All right, let's get into All right, let me just tell everybody that I'm here. And if you're not a member of our Discord, join our Discord. It's a fun place. Canva, why are you open, Canva? I don't need Canva open. All right, and away we go. Let's play a video game. It was quite a wild ride, but you know what? We were all better for it. Here we are inside of our base. I've done a little bit of extra work since I last streamed Green Hell. I'd finished this off. Hey, Toby. Haha. Haha. See? I was paying attention this time. Sorry, I missed you in chat yesterday. But either way, good to see you, Toby. Did a little bit of extra work here on the red building, as you can see. Need to keep working on the red building today. That's what we're starting with. I'm also going to go get some more mud because I want to build a second shower. Maybe a third shower too. Yep, this is the airport at Green Hell. It doesn't look like the airport anymore, but it definitely is the airport. So after the shower, Wasoup 17 dragonfishes. Got kind of a lot of stuff that I want to finish building, but probably the most important thing that we need to finish building is the mud structures. I want to get the rest of my mud done today. Okay, well, with that being said, looks like we got enough meat drying out here. Oh, and then the other big thing that I did is I realized after trying to set up a bunch of the animal pens, and I'll show you what I'm talking about, okay? After trying to set up... I mean, I try to maintain the chill persona that I have, but sometimes it ain't worth it. Okay, so that is the size of the animal pen, and as you can see, that's like super big. Thanks, Nick. Appreciate that. Yeah, 1,000 followers on TikTok. Super pumped about that. But yeah, so this is the size of the animal pen, and there's not much room here. And so I didn't want to waste any more space, and so what I did is over here in all of this extra space that I had, I set up a whole animal husbandry area where we got 3 animal pens that I need to make now, and then a fence, not the wall, but just a fence around it to keep them all safe. Not a big deal. I try. Guten Tag. Hey, King. Good to see you there, buddy. All right, let's go ahead and get a move on. So the first thing that I really want to do is I want to set up a couple more of these mud structures. Having a shower is nice. Having 2 showers is like luxury here. And so we are going to set that guy up right there. Look at that. Look at that double shower pointing the other way. 2 people can bathe at the same time. Can we put a third one on the end here? Tag Guten. That sounds like a fun time. Sounds like something that you would do. Never mind. I'm not going to say that. All right, and then how does this one sit? Okay, all right. It sits all right, not the best. We can do a third, though. All right, so we're going to do 2 more showers here. Do I think you'll get finished this stream? Oh, no, not even close. We'll probably get done with this building or some of the mud. This building's not even close to being done, though. You got another game for me, Winter Survival. Yeah, that name is pretty self-evident. I think No, I think there was one called Into the North that we were trying to get access into. I vaguely remember that one. Okay, so, and then here, we're going to go ahead and build up a second one of these. I was pretty impressed. During the dry season, this stayed pretty well. But if we can get a second one, it'll be even better. So, there you go. All right, you need a prison architect idea. Can you change their insanity? Make it like an insane asylum. Thanks for that share, Toby. Appreciate it. All right, so that's that stuff. I also put in another parrot nest. I gotten the beehive yet? Does not look like I've gotten the beehive. Okay, we need to go find some honey. Okay, well, let's go get some mud. And we're going to build that up. We're on day 75, by the way, so we're back in our 3rd wet season, which to me is insane. Like, that's crazy. Yo, what up, Charlie? Good to see you. You need to buy a pick for the criminally insane guys? Buy a pack for the criminally insane guys. Okay, I see what you're saying. What up, Nut Gaming? Hakuna Matata. Sorry, I didn't see that there. All right, so we are not going to waste our time with anything here. I have 2 sleds, and we're going to fill up both sleds, which I know is kind of ridiculous, but it'll be worth it. I did get some new lights. These are the lights that we normally have over my daughter's crib, like nebula lights and stuff like that, calming lights. And I decided to kind of co-op them because they were overstimulating her a little bit, and I figured they look good on the stream here. Nut butter bacon? What? I mean, I'd have peanut butter covered bacon because like peanut butter goes good on everything. You got a plan? What? Nut butter bacon? What? Any more Pokemon cards? Yes, actually. Head to my wife actually got a bomb of a hit the other day. It was awesome. She opened her first pack of 151 and she pulled the Mew EX card, like the gold Mew. Such a cool card. Blown away about that one. And then I didn't want to wait in line for the prismatic ETBs. And so I ended up going to the card shop and got like a bunch of cool cards, like a Professor's Research full art with Professor Sada on it, shiny Jigglypuff, a Japanese Master Ball pattern, Chansey. Yeah, some really, really cool cards. Thanks for that, Toby. Mighty kind of you to send off a rose. It's really kind. Thank you, thank you. Good to see you. Oh, and a whole bouquet of flowers. That is super kind. Let me go get this other sled here. Your plans are not planned? That's why they work? How can a plan not be planned? Like, yo, dog, you just took those plans and turned it into not a plan. How does that work out? I want to know how that works out. Thanks for those likes, Nick. Appreciate it, appreciate it. I need to get more of, like, those flashy TikTok things. No, you do not. You do not bite me. Bad snake. Fish are not friends. They are food. I mean, depends on what kind of fish. Because, like, I'm not eating an electric eel. Actually, I've eaten eel. Eel's good. I don't know if it was electric. Probably not. But I've eaten eel. Eel's delicious. Banned. What? Who's getting banned? What? We banning people? Whoa! Thanks for all those goats, dude. Appreciate that, Toby. That's really kind of you, man. All right, so we are going to be getting mud for a little while here. Gonna just make sure that I have everything I need. Really, I only got one more piece of charcoal? Yikes. Whew, I'm gonna need to, like, light a fire soon. No eating the mods? Are we eating mods? You had a goldfish named Nemo. He was your... Aw, I'm really sorry to hear that, buddy. That's super sad to hear. I used to have a couple of koi fish, which are basically goldfish as well. They're just a slight variant, like a different variant of goldfish. And they were all named after Final Fantasy VIII characters. They don't exist anymore. And I miss those fish. I'm actually curious about that too. 17 had to do his first ban yesterday as mod. How'd that go? You've said it once. Watch out for the creepy crawlers, those spiders. Oh yeah, absolutely, Nick. It's honestly, I fear the Brazilian wandering spider more than any other thing in this game because it's so small and it blends in with the ground. Like, that's just how it is. Who did we ban? Somebody who was coming in being all political and a troll. Basically, like, I don't mind if people have usernames that I disagree with or something like that, but it's another thing when they say that they're intentionally trying to stir people up, and so we kicked them out. Like, that's just one of our normal rules, is just don't be political, you know? Like, there's enough politics going on, and we just kind of want to do a little bit of escapism here. We do some political stuff, but I mean, like, I talk politics 24/7 for my other gig. I'd rather not do it when I'm gaming. You know what I'm saying? Look like good food? What? Who's good food? Speaking of which, 17, let me know when you get back from your trip there. And we do need to talk about getting you paid up and stuff like that. Sorry, I should actually mention that. We do pay our people here. So if you mod for Base Legend and stuff like that, you actually get paid for it and stuff. So there you go. We try to be as fair as possible. You're already back? Dude, okay. Let me know if you can get that payment app set up so I can send over cash for you. I'd love to get that squared away, dude. Oh, yeah, look at all this charcoal over here. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better that we have all that charcoal. That makes me feel a little bit better. Ain't no internet in France? I mean, in the whole country of France, there's no internet, or just where you were at? Your brother got his first job. What's his first job there, King? And man, now I want some fish sticks, Nick. What is up with that? Man, I haven't had a good fish stick in a long time, you know? Because, like, a fish stick, it has to be really, really good. And every time that we go to this one restaurant, my daughter loves this restaurant. It's called, we call it the Bear Restaurant. But it's like Black Bear Diner or something like that. And it's super, super good. It's a California, like, thing, you know, a local treasure. But it's amazing food. And every time we go to the Bear Restaurant, I always want to get their fish and chips. But I always decide against getting their fish and chips. Hang on, what do I need to eat here? Fat and protein? Let me take a step back, because I think I just saw some nuts fall off of a tree here. And if that's the case, I want to eat those nuts. Get some fat. No? Really? Alright. Well, we can at least get our carbs up. Works in a shop? That's a fun time. I like retail. Like, I know some people are, like, pretty against working in the retail biz. But I really enjoyed working in retail for the time that I did. In some of the stores, I should say. In some of the stores, I enjoyed working retail. There were some stores that were terrible to work in for retail. I'm looking for that guy, the Cayman right there. Always got a Cayman every time I come over here. Nuts be good. What? Yeah, we try to give everybody a first strike. Like, people should get a chance to redeem themselves if they, like, make a mistake. It's just a matter of kind of making that happen. So I didn't really need to skin that dude. I just figured I would. I got all this black caiman meat, and I don't really want it. Just gonna ditch it real fast. Is that an IT crowd reference? Nut gaming? Is that an IT crowd reference? Because that makes me so happy that someone's dropping IT crowd references in my chat. That makes me so happy. Just like, oh man, I love kook. That's fantastic. No, okay, you don't know what I'm talking about? All right, I don't want to get a copyright strike by playing like a syndicated BBC TV show right now. But there was a British comedy show, and it's one of the greatest shows ever made, and it's called The IT Crowd. And it stars like Richard Ackroyd and a couple other pretty famous British actors and Irish actors. But anyway, long story short, it's about these nerds who work in the IT department of a company at the start of like the 2000s and stuff like that, and how they have to deal with all these really incompetent people who think they're so much better because they don't work in IT. And it's hilarious. And so there's this one episode where they all get addicted to social media, and they're all on what they call like friend face or something like that is the joke name that they give the social media. And so they're all on friend face, and they keep getting served ads for a Coke knockoff called Kook, which is spelled C-U-K-E. And so as they're talking to each other, one of them just turns to the other and just goes, "How many kooks have you had today?" And he just goes, "Oh, only about 12. I love kook." And so anyway, that's why I thought you were dropping that reference there. Okay, so you have seen it. You have seen it. No, because that got blocked my channel filters, King. And then we had a conversation about why that got blocked by my channel filters. That's why, King. Oh, dude, I love that show. I truly think that it is one of the greatest shows ever created. I love the IT Crowd. It is so hilarious. Is my name Kevin? Yeah, my name's Kevin. And the reason, like, I don't care if people call me by my first name or base or like whatever. I don't give a shit. Because there's multiple people who stream on this channel, And so you can't just say like, "Oh, I'm watching Base Legend." Well, who on Base Legend are you watching? Is it Kevin? Is it Jay? Is it Gwen? You know, like we try to keep things as just defined as possible. All right. Well, here's number 1. Get that campfire ash in here. It stopped raining? Seriously? It stopped raining? That's lame. Well, then that's fair too. You love the IT crowd, Toby? Nice. Love that show, man. Love that show. Man, I've been debating getting a copy of Schedule 1. That game looks so much fun, man. Like, you guys know what Nutt's talking about here in chat on YouTube? Is that Schedule 1 game where you are a dealer, you know, that kind of thing. I actually don't know if you just sell it or if you also make it too. It's really good, just not worth the 17. I'm an American, Toby. I'm assuming that's the symbol for pounds, right? I want to check it out. I definitely want to check out Schedule 1. That's for sure. You do have to make and sell. I hear you, King. I hear you. You don't have to keep worrying about that or bringing it up. Just don't figure out a way to do it with less characters. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you can kind of do what on your left. That's intense. That's pretty cool. So I'm waiting for rain. If you didn't want, like, if you were wondering why I'm just kind of running around right now, I'm waiting for rain because I really don't feel like doing this. I could just have some dinner too. I might as well. Where's that tapir? I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that one properly. He's walking around here. Gotta find him, pop him in the head real fast. I'm gonna need a new bow and arrow soon. Just realized that. Dealer and producer. Okay. See, that excites me even more. I'm not a big fan when games are very limited. They're just like, this is all you get to do. You know, like we played that card or tobacco shop simulator that one time. It was a fun game, great simulator, but I wanted to actually do more than just run the retail side of things day in, day out. And I'm just in case you guys are wondering, I'm looking for food. I figure if I'm gonna wait for the rain, then I'm gonna hunt something real fast. What's the most realistic game I've ever played? Huh. That's a really, really hard question, Toby. Sounds good, Nick. You have a great rest of your day. Sorry, I'm still thinking about Toby's question here. Probably like one of the hardcore simulators or something like that. You know, like Green Hell is a pretty realistic game in my opinion. But like the hardcore simulators like DayZ, that's a fairly realistic game. I don't know if it's more realistic than Green Hell though. Now that I'm thinking about it out loud. But yeah, so much tapir meat. We don't need this much. Just grab 2. All right. So again, we're just gonna wait for the rain here. A quick wash. Man, now I gotta think about that one a little bit, Toby. All right, back on to here. Probably gonna get game of the year. Are you saying that that Schedule 1 is probably gonna get game of the year? Is that what you're suggesting? An underrated game that I actually think is really good. It's an underrated game that I think is actually really good. Trying to think if there's any that I play. I can't think of any right now. I'm like spacing nut. Like I'm not thinking anything. You know, okay, it's actually I don't know if I would say it's underrated, but it's underappreciated. Game Dev Tycoon. It's kind of mostly a point and click kind of game. And you sit in a room and you just kind of build video games virtually. But it's so much fun. And there's just so much that you can do there. And so I'm going to say Game Dev Tycoon. Seriously? Rain doesn't fall in there? How does rain not? Oh, I don't like that. Don't like that one bit. Alright, I'm gonna make a little change to my approach here, because that's some nonsense. That's so dumb. Okay. What up, Raymond? I want to click your point. What? No, I don't. Monbazoo? I don't know that game. I don't recognize that one. That's an interesting title. That's super annoying. I was hoping that the mud was just gonna fill up by itself, but it does not look like that's gonna be the case. And so let's get over to the Anaconda camp real fast. And I have a bunch of bamboo bowls. You see, I throw all these bamboo bowls, or coconut bowls on the ground here. And so we're gonna set up a bunch of coconut bowls over on that way. And let me organize some of this. Man, I need to redo a lot of this storage. This sucks. I don't need to be carrying all these feathers. Let's ditch those. That'll save some space. Get some more charcoal, campfire ash. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 7 bowls in total. Ditch those dry leaves. See if there's anything else that we can do here to get one more bowl to come with us. No. Pull these back. What if we do that? Huh? Yeah, there we go. Alright, got 8 bowls with us. Very over encumbered though. Eat these mushrooms as we go. Okay, and then let's ditch. And what's up, Sapiens? 800 days in green hell. This is day 75. I definitely got a lot more to get to if I'm gonna get up to 800. That's crazy. But yeah, great game. Love this game. All right, let's ditch some of these just sticks. Actually, we shouldn't ditch the sticks. I need to build a fire. Can't even just ditch one bone. Fine. Ditch 3 bones. We'll come back to it. Grim Quest. I need to check that one out. Yeah, 17 is one of our new mods. He's joined the Base Legend team here. I don't know who's not liking this YouTube live. I'm enjoying this YouTube live. Alright, it's pretty dumb. I'm gonna grab my 3 bones again though. And then instead drop one of those. Because we don't need to be carrying all that. Probably should have left some of this back up at the base now that I'm looking at it. Alright. Well, let's do this the old-fashioned exploit way. And run! It's probably my favorite little exploit in Green Hell. If your backpack's too full, just hold something in your hand while you're running and use the strafe keys to get where you need to go. Granted, if like a puma attacks me right now, I'm not going to have a good time, but it'll work. It happens like that. I appreciate you saying something, Nut. Have I gotten the animal pen yet? No, I haven't gotten it, but I have 3 set up at the base there, Toby. So when I get back to the base, that's one of the things that I'm going to be setting up, is the animal pen and getting that done. Okay, let's just get there already. Okay, so here's what we're going to do to make sure that we can start collecting water. And do this a little bit easier is I'm just going to line up a bunch of water right here with these coconut bowls. I love like the crap that gets in these bowls now. Used to not do that. I think that's really cool that they added that. Alright, and in the meantime, we got this right here. Look at that. Mix up some mud. Ever played Cobbleman? Nah, I don't think so. Oh yeah, Master of Food. Those are definitely some new lights back there. It's actually those are the lights that I used to put on my like they were right above my daughter's crib for the longest time. And then she started getting a little overstimulated from them, so my wife and I thought that it would probably be a good idea to not do that anymore. And so there you go. That was actually a really cheap one, to be honest with you. It's only like I think I paid only like $15 for those, and so there you go. Should I explain what I'm doing again, or have I already explained it enough to where I just don't need to explain this process? Looks like I got a green dot on my nose. I have the lasers turned on. And actually, I should probably turn them off so they don't hit me in the eye or anything like that, right? Hang on. Let's turn those lasers off. There we go. Freaking laser beams in this room now. How do you become a mod? Well, right now we're not really looking for anybody else to join our ranks. 17 was our kind of the only person that we were looking to fill, was just a mod and co-op streamer and that type of thing. And so in the future, we'll hopefully be building up the channel again. But that is kind of where everything stands right now. I mean, I don't blame you. I remember the first time that I got paid to like just hang out and like game and stuff like that. It's different. It changes you a little bit. Get a little bit of an ego, you know. But anyway, all right, let's get down here again, and we'll get one more stick. No worries, Nut. No worries. Feel free, hop in our Discord, and really, it's just a matter of just kind of like being part of the community and showing up. And the more we like engage with people, the more we get to know them, etc. Like that's the whole thing. Because Base Legend, the concept is like, I know that I'm not one of the best base builders out there. You know what I mean? Like I know that there's other builders in the world of base building that like take the cake compared to my builds. And so it was to build a community around the concept of base building. So there you go. The best way to look at it. All right, so we got a little bit of food to cook up here. That's what we're gonna do, because I'm hungry. I think I have a bed around here too, but either way, it takes so long to get the mud bricks through the exploit. But either way, love the fire bow. Takes a little bit to make a fire, but it like takes no energy whatsoever. Calling shotgun on our mod positions. Sounds about right. I remember those days too, because they weren't that long ago. It was only like 8-9 months ago that we had less than 500 followers or subscribers on this channel. And then it slowed down again, but it'll pick back up during summer. Like, I know the age and demographics of our channel. It'll pick back up when you guys get out of school. Just gonna throw that out there. And that's fine. No shame at all. Oh, yeah. Man, some of those early streams, they were so much fun. Like, just kind of getting our bearings right. Like, so much fun figuring that stuff out. And, like, what we were planning on doing with the channel and all that. I loved it. Wouldn't trade it for a thing. Alright, there we go. Got a whole set there that's still raw, but it's getting done pretty quickly. Didn't realize I had charcoal bowls there. Again, I'm pretty sure that I have a bed around here somewhere. I need to figure out where that is. Let's check. Actually, I think I'm going to go check that. Either that or I'm going to run to the Anaconda camp and sleep through the night. But we'll just leave our fire there for right now. No point in dousing it or anything. That's true. Yeah. I was still building like a noob in Sons of the Forest. Wait, I answered you? We were talking, Raymond. We were talking about the 300 plus subscribers. I know exactly what you're referring to there. Do you see what in my backpack? I mean, I don't think so. I don't know what you're referring to, but I don't think there's anything weird in my backpack. 100 dudes or a big monkey? I'm going with the monkey. I'm going with the monkey. Mainly because humans have that problem where when one of them gets injured, some of them get squeamish, you know? So I think that as soon as one dude gets his arms ripped off, everybody else is going to be like, oh, I changed my mind. Changed it again. What's the thing next to the needles? That's coffee. Instant coffee. I found a coffee tin, and I've literally just been holding on to this coffee for the longest time. I also have a bunch of tea bags somewhere, and yeah, I don't really know where all that tea went. So this, just so everybody knows, this is going to take a very, very long time to get all of the mud that I'm planning on bringing back, but I'm hoping that I never have to do this again after this. So there you go. The bone and the things. Hang on. Oh. Okay, so those are the Brazil nut bowls. And so yeah, they kind of look like a bowl. The instant coffee, it increases your energy. And all you got to do is just mix it in like it's the instant pot inside of, or instant coffee inside of just a pot of boiling water, and you can make it really easily. I don't know, man. I think, see, that's the thing. Like, when you're talking about an apex predator, like a gorilla, which, I mean, I don't know. You can't really call them a predator as much as they just protect, because gorillas are herbivores, right? I may be wrong about that, but either way. And so my thought is that I'm going to, yeah, let's head on down, go take a bath, go get some water, etc. But yeah, here, Toby, I'll show you exactly what the instant coffee does. It might wake me up enough right now. But so I have all these parasites filled water right here. Let me spill that out. Grab that just to fill up from that coconut. And I'll show you exactly what the coffee does. It's like bloodlusted. Fight or flight suggests that if you take a monkey, like a gorilla, right, and you put them in a situation where they have to fight for their life, right, like it's not going to go well, because eventually fight or flight kicks in and then adrenaline kicks in. But anyway, so there's water clean in a bowl of coconut bowl. Just add the coffee here, brew up some coffee. Get rid of these leeches while we're waiting. But yeah, so there you go. There's the coffee. And then you just drink the coffee. And it gives you 10 hydration, 15 energy, and also increases or lowers your insanity. And so it's fantastic. It's fantastic. Gorillas are vegetarian and pretty lazy. I mean, that makes a little bit of sense, right? That they're a little lazy, but at the same time, I'm still not going to tangle with a gorilla. That's insane. Like, even if you had 99 other dudes with you, like, are you seriously going to sit there and just be like, all right, let's go after this gorilla? No. No, you're not. You're going to see one dude get his arms ripped off, and then you're going to run away, and you're going to be terrified. And it's going to be funny. Sounds good, Nut Gaming. Always a pleasure having you here, man. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure Puma's not creeping up on us. That's the worst, because I have to wash my hands right now. And so the worst is, like, when you go to wash your hands. There was one time I went to go pick up a rock or something like that, and I hit one of those frogs accidentally. Bye, Nut Gaming. Thanks for all that. You have a great rest of your day, man. I really mean that. You have a great rest of your day. Best meat? Probably the pecaries or whatever they're called, the pigs. because they have so much fat in their food. And then right after that is the tapers, and then the cappies. But either way, that's just kind of my personal preference. That's the one that I always get. Like, I don't waste my time fishing in this game. I just shoot the animals, and that's it. All right, let's sleep for the night and wake up and go from there. Exactly. Exactly what 17 dragonfishes is saying right there. It like, prey doesn't ever want to get eaten, and so it'll reach a situation where yeah, it's just, I personally don't think that it's gonna go well. Best source of carbs is bananas. Like, yeah, you can get carbs from like mushrooms and stuff like that, but, and you'll see it in just a couple seconds. The absolute best source of carbs is bananas, because you can go up to one banana tree and fill up all of your carbs like almost instantly. All right, fill this up with dirty water. I need to drink clean water, and I have not forgotten that I need to drink clean water. But banana trees, they're there. So you go up to a banana tree, find a banana stalk, 25 carbs right there. And typically you can find more than just one banana. That's, I'm explaining how great they are, and of course it's not going to show that. There we go. This is what you normally find, like 2 or 3 more. This is 4 bananas on one. So there you go, just 2 bananas. Got enough right there. Still need more fat. That's the one thing that I really haven't gotten much of while being down here, is fat. But either way, it'll be all right. Go ahead and get some more mud. Start walking that back. It's raining, so by the time we get up to where we're dropping this off, I'm hoping that we get a little bit clean, you know? Keep our eyes open for pumas. I know that they're going to be around soon. Welcome back, King. Good to have you back. Actually, because of some of the cards that we've gotten Pokemon-wise, I'm going to be reselling some of my cards soon. So I launched a one of those TCG shops. Hey, London Rain. This is Green Hell. One of the, in my oh, I hit the wrong button. That was dumb. In my personal opinion, one of the better survival games that has ever been created. We're in the process of building a massive city at one of the locations, but I'm very far away from that location, so I can't really show off that base. But either way, we'll make it happen. Got to run all the way back down to the riverbank and get more mud there. So dumb. This is where I always encounter a puma. Is like coming down here and the puma just sprints up at me. And so, gonna start taking it a little bit slower since it's been a little while since one of the cats has attacked us. Let's get down to the water, get more mud, and then keep working on getting these bricks back. I may go back with just one cart because it's already taken so long just to get them up to the next level here. So we'll see. Have I got the killer trap? No, I actually... I feel really dumb. Because you know how the drug lab is like one of the first locations that you encounter in this game? Like it goes tribal village, like abandoned tribal village to drug lab. That's kind of how you're supposed to do it, at least in the story and survival mode. I totally forgot to get the killer trap all the way back at the drug lab, and I haven't gone back that far onto map 1 yet. The furthest we've gone is like the plain cave or the bamboo camp and all of that. So now I need to go back to that. Anyway, you heading out of here, Master of Food? Sounds good, buddy. I think I got the snare trap. Hang on, let me look at my traps. Duh. Fish traps, prawn traps, fish traps, cage trap, stone trap. No, I haven't gotten the snare trap yet. I need to unlock that one. Yeah, don't go outside if it's cold. Don't do that. That's not a good time. You're gonna have a bad time. Got some more leeches. Just making sure there's no cat in front of me before I do an inspection here. There we go. Get those off my body. What was the one on the second page? This one, the cage trap? This is for catching like spiders and stuff like that. It's a pretty cool one. But there's really no need to catch spiders. You can also, it's a really clean way of catching the frogs. So I don't think I have enough sticks on me to make one, but like the frogs that are around here, hang on. Might as well have a little bit of fun, right? So we'll put this right here by the water. We need 16 sticks. This won't take long. Might as well show you what this one does. All right, harvest. Harvest. I would imagine the sky is sunless. Wait, the third page? Am I doing the wrong one? This one, the fishing trap or the prawn trap? Is that what you're referring to? The moon is a hoax by the Netherlands to market cheese? What? What kind of conspiracy is that? I have never heard that one before. That's a new one. All right, small sticks. Just need a couple more here. I like this little tiny trap. This is a fun little trap. Just need a couple more sticks. I said a couple more. Nope. That was a waste. The fishing one that looks like a snare trap? Yeah, that's the fishing pole trap. And that's a really fun one. You kind of, here, let me just finish setting this up because why not? 2 seconds. I want cheese on crackers now. That sounds good. Love this trap. Oh, I need more sticks. 3 more sticks. All right, 2 seconds. There was one. Harvest. Okay, and then, come on, give me 1 more stick, please. There we go. Harvest. You've never had, what's a hoax? It's something that people make other people believe that's like entirely fake. All right, so anyway, this is the cage trap. And then you put something like berries. That's probably not a good example of what you can put inside of there. But you put like berries or maggots or something like that, and you can catch bugs. So here you go. Here's larva. See, look at these frogs already checking it out. Pretty sure you can put larva in this. Yeah, you put larva in there, and it'll catch a bug very shortly. The fishing trap is a fun one. You stake it out in the water like this. Oops, wrong way. And then it catches whatever fish are in there as well. So hang on, I might as well build this stuff. Like, there's no point in not doing it. Like, the channel's called Base Legend, right, Toby? So anyway, get our 2 logs over here. And then, what do we need next? What do we need next? Oh, there it is. Small stick and a long stick. Yeah, basically, a hoax is basically a bluff. Another rope, and then another rope, small stick again. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I actually just wanted to go here and harvest them right there. Does it catch fish or prawns? It just catches like prawns and shrimps and just miscellaneous stuff like that. All right, small stick there. Okay, so this is where the bait goes. Oh, let's go get another one of those larvae. So there you go, another larva here. Make sure that we don't got a jungle cat sneaking up on us. And then all you got to do is just put the larva inside of the fish trap here. And then it should catch a fish shortly. So we'll come back for that. And then same thing here. That should catch something in a while. All right. And with that being said, got our water. Take our mud. Let's get back. There we go. Try not to get attacked by a puma on our way back. Wait, Cernando be giving out hoaxes like hell? What? I'm so confused with what you're saying there, King. You played this on VR and we're tripping out? Man, I want to play this on VR so bad. I need to check if they have a copy of this. My only VR headset is a PlayStation VR. So like the old one for the PlayStation 4. And so I need to check to see if this game is available in VR. Just because I want to try it so bad. All right, so campfire ash goes in here. And then we're going to dump that here. And the reason I have all these coconut bowls here is for the extra water that we need to finish filling this thing up. So we can just hurry up and make the bricks. I think we just need 4. Let me check real fast. It is, but it's not the same. That's unfortunate. That makes me super... Oh, no, it's 5. That's really, really, really unfortunate there, Queen. I was really, really, really hoping. Because, like, I have this for the Switch, too. Because it was on sale for, like, $2. And I found out that it'll never be up to par with the other ones. And that made me so unhappy. So I got it on the PC the next day. What's that, King? What do you got? You should make up some great, ridiculous conspiracies. There's a grocery store chain. This is literally my favorite conspiracy theory, and I think it's a comedian by the name of Kyle Kinane, who first said it. But there's a grocery store chain called Trader Joe's here in the United States, and it's a really small grocery chain. And so the conspiracy theory goes is that they have a really small parking lot to make you think that they're busier than they actually are. And I think it's a legitimate one, if you ask me. It's similar, but not exactly the same. I'm still going to have to go check that one out, Maximod. It sounds like fun. They have upgraded a lot for the VR. See, that's why I kind of want to get, like, I just want to wait until I get, like, a Quest 2 or something like that, and then make that happen. Thanks for that follow, Queen Glammy. Appreciate that. And those likes. Mighty kind of you. But anyway, what's up, King? What's up? What you trying to tell me? All right, let's get these mud bricks up here. And then I'm only going to bring one of my carts full back. I'm not going to waste the time doing 2. This just takes so damn long to get it done. Why do you have log storage with mud on top of it? Oh no, it went through the map. Damn it. This is how you exploit the mud bricks. And if you're in an area of green hell where you can't get like a certain resource, this is how you get that resource up to a different area. And so the airport doesn't have any water, and so you can't make mud up at the airport, and there's no bamboo growing up there either. And so the best thing to do is to kind of exploit the game by using climbing locations and log stands. And if you jump while facing the side of a log stand, and not like, because if I go in the middle, watch what happens. Jump and then put it on like that, and it rolls right off the side. See? And so you stand on the edge of your log stand and you pop it up like that, and then it'll sit on top of the log stand. And you can get mud, bamboo, whatever you need at other locations there. You quit because you couldn't figure out the climbing? That would irk me so much in Green Hell VR. Because there's a couple times, like especially these climbing spaces here, there's a couple times where that would be so damn annoying. So man, I'm sorry about that one. I love this game though. This is one of those survival games that like I will be playing for years and years to come, and I cannot wait. I hope they're making a second one. It's been rumored that they're making a second one. I think I even made like a TikTok or a short about that. I think that's it. Yep. Yeah, sucks that that one went through the map, but whatever. Clawing at the air for ages, man, that would have been funny to watch though. Like, I don't know. I enjoy some of that stuff. Oh, got to get out on the log for the top one here. This one doesn't allow you to build it that close, so you just got to kind of work with it a little bit. There you go. Try this on PlayStation VR. It's just too hard on VR on PlayStation? Okay. What would they do for a second game? Well, I mean, to be frank, the Amazon is massive. Like, and this game only takes place in a very, very small area of the Amazon. There's ways that you can kind of elaborate on the story. You can do like a whole story around like Alvarez and Jason. Jason? Is his name Jason? I think his name's Jason. No, not Jason. Can't remember my own character's name right now. Jake Higgins. That's his name. There's like a whole story around like Jake when he first comes back to the Amazon, and that's like the whole situation with Alvarez's camp or cave and like a bunch of other stuff. And so that's how I think it is. You play on the Quest 3? Nice. So that's the one thing that's making me hesitant, because like obviously we focus our channel on base building, and so I'm hesitant to do building in VR because I know that it's still really limited there. But kind of like Forest and Sons of the Forest, that would make sense. That makes sense. I want to see if they eventually do Sons of the Forest in VR. That'd be super cool. Man, we're missing one of our bricks, but whatever. Let's just get back to the base. I still want to know what King wants me to guess. Like what's up there, buddy? What do you want me to guess? Man, Jake is tired. He's dirty. He needs a snack. This boy is just not having fun. It would be really scary. I personally, I'm not like... Sons of the Forest was never that scary to me. The Forest was terrifying, in my opinion. Like, the first time I played the Forest, terrified. Like, that... I remember I was outside. I was, like, just building a little log cabin or something like that. And one of the cannibals just came up to me and just stood next to me. It scared the hell out of me. Like, it was not fun. I want to know what it is, too. I want to know. All right, back home sweet home here at the airport. Need to finish all of this today. Don't know if I'm going to get it all done. Well, I'll at least start working on it. All right, let's get inside of here. Get this mud dropped off where it needs to go. Looks like we're going to need to get some more logs to get the showers finished. Some sticks over here to get the other water filter. But what we can start on is our new parrot nest. Let's get that done. Yeah, I agree with you that the cannibals in Sons of the Forest are pretty stupid compared to the cannibals in the forest. I definitely agree with you on that one, Toby. All right, home sweet home and parrot nest. Done. Cool. So we need... I kind of feel like I need to go back and get my other one. I'm going to go back and get that other cart and fill it with logs on the way back. That's the other big resource we need is logs. Thank you. I appreciate that, Queen. Mighty kind of you. Still got a ways to go on it. But still... I don't know. We're at that stage where I just want to get it done. You know how when you build something really big in one of these games? This was one that I was a little too ambitious with. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, still have about 50%. Maybe not that more. Maybe like 40% left to go on it. You haven't finished the Forest? I won't give you any spoilers for the Forest. Gorgeous, gorgeous game. But yeah, I've gone on record. I have videos out there that say that Sons of the Forest has one of the most comical boss fights in all of gaming. And it's that final boss fight against Gianu. No spoilers if anybody's playing Sons of the Forest for the first time, because it's still a fairly new game. But oh my god, that is a funny boss fight. The first time that he shouts at you, just, "What did you see in the cube?" I laughed so hard. Oh, it was so funny. The mutants, so there's a couple mutants in Sons of the Forest that trip me up. But you're right. Once you get, it's the shotgun. Once you get the shotgun, like, that's such an overpowered weapon in Sons of the Forest. And then there's a couple melee weapons too that are really intense.
Shit.
Really?
Seriously?
Come on. Wasn't even, I actually, that's my fault. I didn't pay attention to that before I started swinging. So there we go. All right, craft. Wow, last rope. Gonna need to grab some rope on my way back. Yep, I agree. Timmy, in early access, it was kind of one of those things where, like, Timmy caught me off guard when he first came in, because there wasn't really any voice acting. And so, like, I had no idea what was happening when I was first playing that game. That would be a blast getting like 4 people in Sons of the Forest and doing a little bit of a drinking game while we do a build. That's something I want to do with the Minecraft server, is do a little bit of a drinking game build with you guys. That'd be so much fun. And now that we're actually on a stable Minecraft server that's not going to crash every 20 minutes, like, yeah, super happy about that. That was actually, I got an email from Scalacube after I canceled services with them. And they were just like, can you rate our service? Like, would you ever come back to us? And so I left them like a 1-star review, basically saying just like, we had your service for a few months. It crashed constantly. And when I reached out to support, you guys blamed me for the problem, even though we were playing on an unmodded version that was 100% your settings and setup. And so I don't know. Companies that can't take blame for their own shortcomings, not worth your time. Personal opinion, of course. It is pretty cool how they paid homage to the first game with having like what's his name, Eric and Timmy come back. I did think that was a really, really cool addition. And hang on, you said that you've beaten. I don't want to give any spoilers, but I mean, Sons of the Forest 3 or whatever they're gonna call it is already confirmed. And so yeah, the way that they do the tease at the end, I thought was really magnificent. Okay, here we go. More leeches. We'll head on back to the base here. It's always the last limb. I don't know why, but it's always the last limb that I check. I should start backwards. Thanks for that follow, John. Appreciate it. It's mighty kind. Tim Gray. Oh my gosh, are you my cousin? Sorry, that's my last name. Just gonna throw that out there. I don't think I've ever said that out before, but I have other content out there with like my full name on it, so it is what it is. But either way. I'm excited to see. He's gone now. He left. He was in chat earlier. But Master of Food was working on an arena to do like some Squid Game stuff in Minecraft, and I'm really excited to see how that went. Oh man, Tim Gray with the Washington Capitals logo. Dude, this is even like, this is eerie. I'm from DC. Like, I'm from Washington, D.C., so I've been to way too many Cap games. That's crazy. That is insane. Anyway. Let's get over here. Get back in the base. Maybe. I don't talk to much of my family anymore. And so it's possible. All right, so we got logs. Oh, you know what I didn't grab? I didn't grab any rope. Should have grabbed some rope. Oh well. Not the biggest deal in the world, but still. Get these added on here and then get some sticks. I need to go and harvest pretty much everything. I did not leave myself in good shape the last time. I could make sticks, like long sticks, but it just seems so unnecessary, you know what I mean? Timmy does abandon you. I'm not trying to, again, trying not to avoid spoilers and stuff like that. Timmy definitely abandons you though. You have to, it's Kelvin who doesn't abandon you. Kelvin stays with you. And I mean, it kind of makes sense if, you have a brain injury, and yeah, well, I guess it doesn't make sense, but why he stays, you know, he's got a brain injury. It's not like he's doing that great. Get off of me, centipede. Stupid centipede. Trying to be all stupid. Oh, you mean at the end there where Timmy, yeah, okay. I know what you're talking about now. I know what you're referring to. I do agree with you on that one. That is a little over the top, in my opinion. All right, so we need to collect some sticks. It's also getting late, and I'm tired, and I don't want to stay up late tonight. And so we're going to hang out at the base, go to sleep at a decent time. But let's go ahead and just replenish most of my inventory here. Kelvin is awesome. I think that Kelvin is one of my favorite characters in all of base building games because of just, I don't know, it's super positive, like, character. Like, yeah, he's got head injuries and stuff like that, and so he's super positive, not for a good reason, but it always made me happy having Kelvin on my team. You know what I mean? Like, always made me super happy. I am not a fan of the tree houses in Sons of the Forest. It's actually, I did a video a long time ago about, like, a bunch of building mistakes that people make in Sons of the Forest. And one of the building mistakes is one that I legitimately did on a live stream, is I built a tree house and there was, like, a branch of another tree going through the wall of the tree house. And so when I cut down the other tree, it took down, like, my entire tree house. And it was so stupid. It was so dumb. Hey, Game Breaker. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome to our horizontal chat. Nobody watches the horizontal feed, man. Chat, if you want to chat with other people, everybody's in the vertical feed right now or on TikTok. Just to let you know there, Game Breaker. All right, so we got enough rope, but what I'm doing, focusing on, is getting this all filled up. Gonna have to go out and get more sticks, but whatever. Let's finish the composter while we're here. But either way, hang out in the horizontal. Do what you want to do. I just figured I'd let you know. Oh yeah, look at this composter. That's so cool. We're just gonna toss a couple things in here. Just a couple things in there. Just one thing. Throw some meat in there so we can get some maggots farming. Doing well, Game Breaker. How about yourself there, man? So I should mention, so today we're doing Green Hell. I've been itching to get back into Grounded, though. And so I'm thinking that tomorrow I'm going to do some Grounded. And I hope everybody's okay with that. Just going to throw that out there. I hope everybody's okay with that. Oh, man. Need to plow these out. Wait, no. Do I need to plow them? Or no, it's going to just regrow. It should just regrow, right? I have all these Psychotria berries. No, I need to plow these out. That's annoying. Super annoying. Ditch all this Psychotria in here, though, so that way we get more red paint. Okay, onward. Welcome back, Game Breaker. Good to see you. Alright, so we'll toss 2 of these inside of here just to start filling up the composter. And then we'll put one of these over here. Dry that out for tomorrow. Alright, let's take a quick shower, and then we'll call it for the night. Middle shower's free. I love the showers in this game. I feel like that's a mechanic that more survival games need to have, is the ability to get dirty and clean. You know, like Sons of the Forest is cool because, like, you can get bloody. And then after you get all bloody, you can just, like, go for a swim and clean yourself off. But I don't know. I feel like more games need to have the actual, like, washing mechanic. Alright, let's get some rest here. Hang out a little bit. But yeah, I'm hoping to finish one of these mega bases that we're working on within the next week or two. So whether that's our Green Hell build, or our Grounded build that we're doing, like, just, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out one of them to finish up. Alright, there's our water. Let's head in here, have some steak. We are going to get attacked by a puma today. I almost guarantee that we're going to get attacked by a puma today. Because it's been 2 days. What kind of games do we play? We mostly do survival games on this channel. Stuff like Green Hell, Sons of the Forest, Grounded, etc. Really, though, the whole... Sorry, not trying to be rude. I think I just heard chanting from tribals. Okay, sorry. I'm a little paranoid today because it's been a while since I've had a tribal attack or a big cat attack. And so I'm expecting one today. We have a private Minecraft server. Where is he? There he is. We have a private Minecraft server that you can go check out. Oh, I need to update my scrolling text there. But yeah, if you go to our Discord, which just either search Base Legend on Discord and we pop right up, or you can go to any one of our videos on our YouTube channel, and it's the top link there is our Discord. Join up on the Discord, and we have a private Minecraft server that we let people kind of do whatever they want, hosted by one of our community members, TechFather. Give him a little bit of shout out. Super chill guy, and he did a ton of work for us, so I'm really, really appreciative. All right, let's eat some bananas. I need to kind of grow some banana trees inside the base, in case you were wondering. That's kind of a big thing for me, is growing some banana trees. Let's look for some Brazil nuts while we're out here. But yeah, I personally, to be honest with you, and it's kind of silly to talk about, I have less than 10 hours in Minecraft in total. Actually, it's probably more like 20, but it's still very, very limited compared to like most of the other people on our in our community. And so like I don't know anything about Minecraft, and so I just kind of go with the flow and pay the bill. It's kind of just how it goes. But either way, yeah, join up on our Minecraft server if you're a fan of Minecraft, and I will learn how to play that game in the near future, and we'll be doing a lot of fun stuff inside of that world. And it is we have a Java connection and a Bedrock connection, and I think they're melded into one. So like the Bedrock players, they join a Java world. It's pretty cool how it all plays out. Really love our Minecraft server. Love the work that we put in there. All right, so I grabbed 3 Brazil nuts because I wanted to get my fats up. But now we have a 5th Brazil nut bowl to do more painting with. Okay, so we're good. Yeah, we're good macro-wise. So now we need sticks. I almost feel like I need to take a cart with me, but I don't want to waste. Nah, we'll just do a couple runs. It'll take a little bit longer. Yes, sir. We do have our own website, baselegend.com, and we run a quarterly, not monthly. I almost said monthly. We run a quarterly contest, base building contest. So if you are an avid builder in video games, every 3 months we run a contest to see who can build the best looking base based on a theme that we pick out. And so last month or last quarter was floating fortresses. You had to build a base on water or in the air. Got some really cool submissions, and one of our community members, Dill Pickle, won the contest. Pretty happy about that. And so yeah, if you're a base builder and all that, make sure you join up with us, because in June, I think the next one we're going to kick off, I think beginning or middle of June. And to be honest with you, Arnara, I live in Southern California, but I don't speak Spanish. And I'm assuming that's Spanish. That looks like Spanish, but I'm learning Spanish because my daughter's godmother is fluent in Spanish, and my daughter is learning Spanish because we live in Southern California. And so I need to learn more languages. I speak English, and I don't even speak it that well. I am really bad at English. All right, still waiting for a puma attack. I got a feeling that we're gonna have a puma attack kind of any minute now. So just keep your head on a swivel here. Let's chop down some trees, get some more long sticks. That's something, if you're new to the survival genre and you're doing like mega base building, like massive builds, don't just cut down, pick up resources, cut down like a whole mess of trees, and then come back and pick up all the resources over like several trips. So worth it. How many days have passed in the game? I think we're on day 76. We're in the 70s. I know that because we're on the 3rd wet season. So that requires at least 60 days to go by. And so I think we're on 76, somewhere around that one. Occasionally play Minecraft modded, or wait, hang on. You occasionally play Minecraft and mostly play story mod games. That's cool. That's really cool. There's a lot of those modded games that I enjoy too. And there's a couple of them that I've been wanting to mod out and have some fun with. And so there's some cool mods for like Grounded that I wanted to kind of play with. There's some cool mods for for like my favorite series, which is Fallout. And so yeah, no, there's some fun stuff that we have planned on this channel in the future. Any more long sticks? No, seriously? There we go. There's 2. Just want to bring back like 1 more with me, right? Chop this tree down. Grounded is incredible, man. That's probably going to be the name of the game tomorrow, because I'm working on a mega base in Grounded too, like a base that's just massive. That's what we call them here, is just mega bases. And so I'm working on a big one there too, and that one is almost further along than this Green Hell build. Sorry, I'm closing my gates every single time because I know that a puma is going to attack any second. And I know I keep saying that, but it's like, it's going to happen. And I'm not excited about letting it happen. All right, there's some sticks that we can just throw on the ground for a little bit. We'll do some extensive cleanup later. Oh, wait, no, we needed those 2. Whoops. Let's go get those 2. Whoops. Gotta love when stuff like that happens. Oh, yeah, look at the Psychotria growing in. So that's the red paint. And so since we're doing a building in each color and then white trim, I figured that would be the cleanest way of doing it. All right, let's go get some rope so we can finish out that shower. And then it looks like we are going to need to go get 1 more of those cartfuls of mud, but I don't want to do it this stream. So we'll see. Oh, I didn't look for any honey while I was out and about. I need to go looking for some bees soon. That's kind of a weird one to do, because I didn't even know that they added beehives with the animal husbandry update. But when you find honey out in the wild, you unlock that one. That's a cool one in my opinion. Alright, let's get back over here. I need to make some more arrows soon. I just realized I'm running around with like 6 or 7 arrows. Alright, finish this out. Thanks, man. Appreciate that, Game Breaker. That's super kind of you. Like, really kind of you. Thank you very much. That's awesome. Always appreciate the gifts, no matter what. Never required, but always appreciated. Let's go ahead and try to... I'd rather, as much as I want to focus on getting those showers done, getting water up here is so much more important during the wet season, so I can get this thing filled up. Which I guess may not be the case, because it makes more sense to fill up the showers because you can't use a flask to fill up the showers. You know what I mean? So either way, glad to have you here. That's for sure, Game Breaker. Like, definitely make sure if you're able to, we'd love to have you in our community if you're a Minecraft player. We're gonna be doing. I think I mentioned it a little while ago, but we are planning on doing some like arena style Squid Game stuff in Minecraft. We have one of our community members is actively working on building a arena for us to do some just mini games in and stuff like that. All right, let's grab one of these bamboo sticks. Oh, no space in the backpack. Fine, ditch that stick. Nope, don't pick it right back. Don't even know how that happened. All right, now we can grab a bamboo stick. Thanks for that share, cross emoji. I always love people on TikTok who have the cross emoji. Like, I respect it. I respect the cross emoji, you know? Or, like, just all the random emojis and stuff. Oh, you know what else I need to make? Man, and I'm surprised I haven't made one of these already. I need to make me one of those charcoal makers. You know what I mean? Do we run ads on our website? I need to actually check if we have the ability to run ads on our website. Thanks for 2209, by the way, everybody. Appreciate that. I need to double check. I think we can, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So this is the armory, in case anybody was wondering what that building is supposed to be. All right, so if we need charcoal, we need a bunch of other stuff. What time is it? Let's go get more mud. Let's go get more mud. Let's be smart about this. Go take care of ourselves first. Grab 2 of these things. Is there a pig still wandering through my base here? Shoot you in the face. Get some food real fast. No. All right. Let's go get some more mud. Oh, that's that pig. Damn it. Appreciate that, man. Welcome to the Discord. Awesome to have you here. Oh, yeah, that's right. 17, I need to make you like a mod of the Discord and stuff like that, too. Give you all sorts of those permissions and fun stuff. All right. So this, it shouldn't take that long because we kind of already have it set up. But yeah, let me just get one more stack of mud. I'm thinking that we're going to need to make 2 of these. Because now that I'm thinking about what we have to do, we need to do 2 showers, which each one of those is, I think, either 6 bricks in and of themselves. And then we're also going to do a mud furnace and a charcoal maker, like a kiln, which is what I just kind of laid down. And so when doing all of that, we're going to probably need to do 2 trips of mud here. But that's not fun. Try to make this as quick as possible. Like, don't get me wrong. I love the fact that you can do this. But just because you can do something does not mean that you always should. But either way. Alright, let's get back down. Let's go ahead and get some more mud going on here. But either way, and if you are an advertiser, let me go ahead and say this, Game Breaker. If you're an advertiser, we can talk about that because that's my bread and butter. We run a marketing company, and our marketing company is consistently looking for other ways to kind of expand our revenues and stuff like that. And so we can definitely talk on Discord there, Game Breaker. I think if I'm being honest with you, I do think that I need to like upgrade our WordPress account before I can do yeah, I want to see if I put a bed back here. Typically I put a bed back here. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So just wanted to see if we had our little backstop bed if I need it. Okay, so that's rain coming in. I am anticipating a puma attack while I'm down here. You're a full stack developer. That's good to know, Game Breaker. That's really, really good to know. That's something that we can actually talk about in the future, and I want to see your portfolio. Because again, I run a company called Supermassive Media, and Base Legend is a subsidiary of Supermassive Media, a wholly owned subsidiary. And so, long story short, like, we're a media company first and foremost. Whoa, didn't even see you there. I got a little jump scare. I was looking at the fish in the background. I feel dumb. I feel so dumb about that one. I deserve that one. Dumb. I was looking at this. Caught ourselves a little piranha. See that? See that little piranha? And then in this one, looks like we caught ourselves a little cane toad. It's pretty exciting. And then, of course, we got bit by a damn caiman. Ridiculous. Usually you don't see a YouTuber with a website. Well, we're not average YouTubers. Thank you for 2210, by the way. Appreciate those subs. It's mighty kind. But yeah, so it's weird to talk about because like we are a relatively small channel from what you can see. But I'm a full-time YouTuber. And so the easiest way to explain it is I work for another channel called Small Cap Voice, where we do like stock market stuff and investments and just miscellaneous content like that, right? So I'm just trying to clear out my inventory while I get a move on. And so we focus primarily on like marketing, branding, like increasing that side of things. And so we've only been doing this channel for about a year now. It took us 9 months to get into the partner program from zero. Like we started at zero and 9 months later we were in the partner program. And so now the big one that I'm working on is TikTok. Because we have a great YouTube presence. Like it's growing every single day. But the TikTok is the one that I'm trying to get to, because a lot of our content on TikTok It could be it would be nice to monetize some of that content. But yeah, streaming is more or less what we do for fun, and then the video production is what we do to make money. That's the hope in the near future, though, is that one day I get the channel from doing content, or excuse me, like I get to like walk away from the other channel, you know what I mean? And I get to just focus on doing gaming and survival games and stuff. That's the dream. Get there soon. So we got to do 2 full stacks here of mud. Man, I almost want to cook some of that meat that we threw on the ground there. But either way, just to carve up those animals is worth it. But yeah, let's get at least 1 stack of mud done. I don't think I'm going to have enough water to do this one. Now that I think about it, I don't think my flask is full. I think I emptied it out to make that coffee that one time. Oh, nice, man. That's awesome, Game Breaker. That's one of my favorite channels in our Discord. Is there's one called Creator something, like Creator Space. And I try to give like tips and things like that from like our 2 YouTubes. We talk about analytics, like that type of thing. Try to be as transparent about this stuff as possible, because I firmly believe that there's enough, there's enough in the world for every creator to be able to turn it into a full-time gig if they choose to, you know. And so that's just my personal belief. But with the way that advertising is set up, and with the way that Google pays out advertisers, and same with TikTok and other platforms, there's enough to eat. So make sure you share your channel inside of our Discord, and I'll make sure to sub to it as soon as I get done with this. And we'll go ahead and say that if there is anybody watching right now, go ahead and click on Game Breaker's channel. Go ahead and hit that sub. So there you go. Yeah, Skelly! Gotta love Skelly. Great dude. Alright, so we're going to eat some of this meat that we brought with us. Let's bring 2 stacks. Let's eat 2 stacks there. And then we're going to fill up this guy with dirty water, just to kind of make it happen. Sorry. This is going to sound super nerdy and lame, and I'm going to pray that I don't get hit by a puma right now. Okay. I'm in an alert group for Pokemon card restocks and things like that. And so since it's just so hard to find cards, and like my whole family is starting to collect and things like that. Like my kid loves it now. She's starting to get into like the whole scanning and stuff like that. And so an alert just went off, but it's like plushies and stuff like that. That's awesome, man. That's really cool that you picked it back up again. It's definitely a fun lifestyle, and I wouldn't change it or trade it for anything else. Like, I used to work in the corporate world, and that drove me crazy. Like, literally drove me up a wall trying to get it all situated. Not worth it. You know, it's just so much better doing it, like, doing your own thing, figuring out ways to do your own thing. Like, it's more stressful, like, when you're your own boss and things like that. Like, I mean, if I have a problem, I can't complain to anybody. I can't quit to anybody. But, like, it's so much more rewarding for me to get to, like, stay home and hang out with my kids whenever I want. Like, that in my mind is so much more fun. Make sure that I'm not going to get attacked while I'm doing this. Whew, that one almost fell off. That was close. Sometimes you don't even need to jump, but no. I personally am a big fan of the jumping. All right, there's 6. Let's get them up here. Oh, man. All right, so there's 1. So this is only half of the cart. So we have quite a few to do here. Go ahead and do it a little bit slow. Actually, I don't even think I need to crouch for this one. Yeah, I can do it standing. Makes it a little bit easier. I do love the sounds of the caves in this game. I think that's some of the more underappreciated sound design in Green Hill. Exactly. Exactly. I'm not a big fan of what people turn that motto into, which is the whole do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. No, I work nonstop, like to an unhealthy amount. I'm doing like 12 to 16 hour days to be a creator with YouTube channels and stuff like that, and to pay all my bills with it too. Like, I don't agree with the whole do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. Do what you love and you'll have the energy to do all the work you need to get done. And I think that's where a lot of people mistake things. Like, they wait for their motivation to click on, and that's what they think is gonna like live their channel, you know, is just like they need to have that motivation click on and then like, okay, I'm good to go. And it's just it does not work like that. Like, your motivation should be enough to turn you, like, to activate your discipline, you know, and then your discipline is enough to kind of like drag you through. So I don't know, that's just my philosophical dad wisdom for the day. All right, let's get this all the way up to the top, and then we'll go ahead and get another set going on here. This is the annoying one. There was one time I came up here and there was like 3 tribals waiting for me. There was another time I was doing the exploit and I was on this log like with a mud brick in my hand and a puma came up behind me. And so yeah, not fun, but so worth it. So worth it to just be done with this. I'm worried that we're going to get into the next dry season fairly soon. Just because of how the rain frequency has gone down very significantly just within the past couple of days here. So we'll see. Hoping that we got a little bit left in it. Alright, there's 3. Super long process, but it's worth it. So I'm hoping that this is enough to do the charcoal kiln. I think that's what it's called. I'll have to double check, but actually I'll double check right now. Charcoal furnace and then the mud forge. These are the 2 ones that we need to really get moving on. The shower is more or less an extra, you know. But the forge needs to go in a very specific place. And I think that that's what's going to make it look the coolest is basically I'm putting in 2 chimneys in this base. One's going to be the area where I cook all the food. And then the other one is going to be the metalworking forge. And that's super fun to do. Sorry, I thought I heard something behind me. All right, cool. So that one's done. Let's get that on the actual cart. All right, so now we got another one of these to do. But I think I'm going to sleep first. Just to kind of make things a little bit easier on myself. I did not bring enough, like, meat for a whole night out here, though. Luckily, I got my fats and my proteins up really high. All right, let's crash out for the night. Where's my bed? There it is. I made that bed on probably day 5 or something like that. It's super fun when you go through a survival game like this that you've been doing extensive amounts of base building in. And as you go through the survival game, you encounter your old builds or like the remnants of your old builds. I always thought that was really fun. Like, that's something I love doing, exploring the Minecraft server, is I'll just kind of walk around and check out what everybody else is building. That's super fun to me. And then, like, every once in a while you find somebody's, like, enclosed, like, walled off, like, base or something like that. It's super fun. Try to be as fair about that as possible. Okay, make sure we don't have another caiman creeping up on us. Alright, so we need to kind of keep ourselves clean here. I need to drink some water, right? That's kind of the big thing that I need to focus on doing, is just drinking up some water. And so, but we also I need to bring mud back. And so it's kind of like a double-edged sword right now. Need carbs, need water. Let's get some bananas, get those carbs up real fast. One more. Good measure. Okay. Then we got any coconuts in the trees today? No easy to grab coconuts, at least. Yeah, nothing I'm seeing that's easy. Oh well, can't complain about that. Let's just grab this mud and we can get some water in a little bit. Oh, herd tribals. I think they're off to the right. God, I could use a drink. And I'm too thirsty to really, like, investigate right now. But yeah, I definitely heard chanting that time. They're back over that way. I'm thinking I'm going to just ignore them and keep it moving. Because we just need to get one more piece of mud from the river. But hearing that they're here is, that's interesting. I need to actually look into the mechanics of the tribals one of these days. Alright, let's get some water. Let these refill. Delicious. Alright, back down to the beach. Slow down, see if we're going to get a puma here. I have like 3 shorts of getting attacked by a puma right at that corner. Alright, so now let's go see if we can replace our bow. Where were they? I definitely heard them. Like it wasn't a, oh, I think I hear. No, they're here. But I am not seeing any or hearing them anymore. They might have despawned. Okay. Alright, well, let's get back down to the pier, or the pier, down to the shore here. Crazy. Alright, let's take a little bit more mud here. I'm all like paranoid trying to hear it now. Oh well. Alright, well if they don't want to make themselves apparent or like prevalent, but I don't know what I'm trying to say. If they don't want to make themselves visible, then we'll go ahead and just keep on keeping on. Looks like we got more leeches to take care of. Let's take care of that before we do this. Still can't believe that I can't, like, just let the rain handle that. Nope, wrong one. Come on, leeches. There we go. I still don't know why Jake wore shorts to the Amazon. Like, this is a pants kind of area, you know? This is pants. All right, let's go get some water. And then get all that done. There's no rain, too, so if they are still here, we should be able to hear the chanting a little bit easier. Not hearing them anymore. Okay, whatever. Just assume that they don't exist right now. Alright, and dirty water. Should have grabbed that before I grabbed the mud. Oh well. Can't complain about that. All right, so let's make the mud real quick and then get back to the base. And then I guess we'll make the furnace and the kiln. I guess it's not even a kiln, it's a charcoal furnace and the forge. That's what we're trying to do. All right, just need to put the water in this and we're good to go. And 5 more of these. Got it. Cool. So once we get, and I was expecting to get more done with the other building today, but I didn't even touch it. Like I haven't touched it at least. So I may just like do one thing to just get it done or something, like paint it. But either way, got the important thing done, which is getting, hopefully, I'm hoping that this is one of 2 remaining trips of mud that I gotta do. And I'm hoping that after this one and one more, which I'm not gonna do on this stream, that I should be able to be done bringing mud up to the airport here. It's just, it's super annoying. Like, don't get me wrong, you need mud to have some of the better amenities in the game, but it's so annoying having to do this. Oh no, stay in my hands. That was almost sketchy. I remember one time when I was first figuring out how to do this or learning how to do this, because this is not my exploit. Somebody else figured out how to do this. I want to say it was Homeless Hermit is the channel name, who figured out how to do this first, like a couple years ago. But either way, I was watching his video trying to do it, and I put one of the logs, I was coming up like this, and I put a log right here on this rock right to the left. And if you notice, I never put logs or bricks on that. I always pull back until here. I put one on here and it launched it like across the map. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my entire life in this game. My entire life in this game. Did that make sense? I don't think that made sense. But yeah, I don't know what it is about that rock specifically, but it does not go very well. All right, last one. Love it. And then up. Boom. All right, let's get these back to the base. Finish out a couple more things and then we're going to be done. Hey, you don't need to crouch to get them. Just found something out myself. It's kind of cool. That's an annoying location for this cart. I need to change that. There we go. I would love to try to do this in the VR version of this game. Like have to look down a cliff like this constantly trying to grab something that's out of your inventory. Oh, I guess I do have to crouch for a couple of these. All right. That's silliness. Somebody gonna attack me? Sounded like it was a something rustling through some leaves there. I'm actually surprised, and I'm gonna say this out loud. Normally I don't say this stuff out loud, but I think that we might get through our first stream without a single puma attack. And here comes the puma attack. That's how it works, right? As soon as you mention something like that, just like, oh man, I don't have any money, that's when you get money. That's how it always works. Actually, that's not how it works. That's not how the law of auto-suggestion works, but either way. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Google law of auto-suggestion. Read your Napoleon Hill. Whoo, that one almost went through the map too. That was sketchy. All right, there we go. 12 mud bricks coming back to the airport. And we'll get a little clean walking back in all this rain. I feel like you should get even more clean if you run through the rain, you know? but I feel like, I don't know, that's part of the less realistic things in this game. All right, let's not run lest we get a puma to chase us. There's a couple locations from the video that I just released about like my favorite base locations. There's a couple of locations I really want to do builds in. Like I've built there in like my personal game. That's how I come up with those lists. But yeah, that's one that I really want to do. Is actually, I'll say which one it is. It's the last one in that video. It's Spirits of the Amazonia location. Is gorgeous. And I want to do a build over there. But I'm putting Green Hell to bed after this build. Great game. Love it. Gonna keep building in it personally for years. But as far as the channel goes, I think we've exhausted our Green Hell content. Alright, so I need to finish at least one of the showers. The forge is less important than a shower and the furnace. The furnace is just important because you need the charcoal. To do a lot of stuff in this, you need charcoal. And so, alright, and then what do we need? Bamboo stick. Let's go get that. And then mud shower done. Let that one fill up. And I think this only takes 3, so let's just run them. No point in bringing the whole cart over here for 3 bricks, right? But if I remember, every time that you use this, you have to close it with another mud brick. And so I'm going to find out about that right now. I'm pretty sure you got to use 4 to do it. I'm curious if I can use the same exploit to get animals up to the airport. Because there's a couple of animals that don't come up here, and I want a cappy. Like, I want a capybara. And so, anyway, get the idea. Alright, let's fill this guy up. This thing, if you've never seen this thing, it's pretty cool. You get a ton of charcoal from it. And the easiest way to fill it up is use planks, because typically I have a ton of planks. But we'll do a storage fill up one of these days. Actually, I need 3 more planks, it looks like. Yeah, definitely need to fill up our plank storage. Dropped 20 of them recently. So anyway, this is what the furnace does. Let me get to the other side of it. There we go. Just kind of keep adding a lot, and I mean a lot of wood to it, right? And then you got to add 1 more mud brick onto it, and you lose that mud brick. Like every single time that you do this one, you're gonna lose this mud brick, which I think is a little unfortunate, but whatever. Okay, and then you light a fire inside. Come on, baby, light my fire. Bitch. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. And then ignite. And then, yeah, just like that. You cap the top, and it just cooks. And then at the end, I think you get like 20 or some odd charcoal pieces when you do that one. But, all right. And then we got more mud to go in over here. Nice. Beautiful. All right, and then I grabbed all this charcoal so that way I could also finish this. Now we need stones, 8 stones. Do we have any stones in storage? Wow, yeah, we actually got a good amount of stones. There's 8. Now I need big stones, and I think I have big stones back here. Yep. Gonna have to refill those soon too. But yeah, get a second water filter started before we get into the next dry season. I actually need to kill another pig and lay down some more food for myself. Easy. Love it. That's why I love this location, is because the pigs just walk through your base, and so you constantly have plenty of food all the time. Like it's a super relaxed one. I'm carrying 7 bones. What? It's ridiculous. I'm gonna have to do a lot of cleanup before we go. Yes, over here. Don't know what I was thinking for a sec there. Hey, Mary. Good to see you as always. All right, one more big stone. Done. And so now that just has to fill up. But now, I mean, look at this. I was thinking about putting a third one right here too. Just a little unnecessary, but I don't know. Could be worth it. Who's to say? And this one, this is also going to be a second story one, just like over there. And then on the back here, we can lay down one of these with the logs, right? We need just 4 long sticks and 3 logs. What do we got? Okay. Just lay this out real quick. Did I download Grand Theft Auto? I think I still have Grand Theft Auto just on this this PC in general. Like, I don't think I've ever uninstalled GTA. I need to install or play more Grand Theft Auto. Are you saying how did I download it? Just through the Epic's Game Store. I think I got it for free. I don't think I ever paid for Grand Theft Auto 5 on the computer. I paid for it on release day back in the day when it first came out. You guys remember going out to GameStop or whatever gaming store it was and just kind of like that was the whole thing. Like you would just go out with all your buddies, get your games and stuff like that instead of digital downloads. Miss those days. I was thinking about that recently because I drove by a GameStop release and I was debating on going inside of it because like I have a Pokemon collection, a Pokemon card collection, and my kid is starting one too, trying to get my wife into it, you know, all that other stuff. And so with that Pokemon card collection, I was debating going to get one of those prismatic releases, and I just drove right by it because there was like 100 people waiting in line for something that they had 30 of in the store. Yeah, you should be able to. I mean, once typically with games like with those like Epic Game Store games and stuff like that, typically once you own them through a portal, you can install them onto any device. And so like, and I mean, I don't know this 100%, but at least from my experience, anything on the Epic Game Store, you should be able to install onto any device that you can log into your Epic Game Store account on. And so whether that's like PC, laptop, doesn't matter. You just kind of have it on multiple devices. And actually, I know that to be the case with Grand Theft Auto because I have it on my laptop downstairs too. And so I have it on this PC, and then I also have it on a laptop. So we're coming, just so everybody's aware, I'm not doing a full cart run here. I'm trying to build a very specific platform so that way I can plan something out. And to build that platform, I need to have 8 sticks, long sticks like this. And then 4 plus 3 is 7. I think 9 logs. So we'll have to come back and get more logs, or just 1 log really. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to do here, is just be very spare with these resources. But I want to get something set up so that way I remember to do it next time around. You thinking about doing some heists in GTA, Mary? What a great game that was. Like, definitely, it gets the recognition that it deserves. It's not like it's an underappreciated game or anything like that. But yeah, the fact that millions of people are still playing Grand Theft Auto 5 specifically, That says something. That really says something. Man, Puma lists. I don't think we've ever had one where we've a stream where I haven't encountered one of the big cats. It's kind of crazy to me. All right, so let's go ahead and put this cart right here. And then what do we need? We need log. We just need one log. Super trippy to see. I wonder if I could actually like get on top of the airport roof from here. Oh my god, I've never seen this. I didn't know that you could get on top of the airport roof. But look at that view. Oh my god, that is gorgeous. That is beautiful. That's fantastic. Kevin trying to get Jinx? Truthfully, I am. I'm trying to just get this Puma attack done. Because after you get attacked by one Puma in this game, like, you have kind of a 20... From my experience, you have like a 24 to 48 hour lockout. Where you never encounter one again. And so it's super weird to go like 3-4 days without encountering a Puma. Just super, super weird. But okay, then next we need a notch platform, and this one's gonna look weird at first. We want the notch over where the airport is. There it is, like that. And then we need just regular sticks. We need one regular stick and 3 long sticks. Easy enough. Okay, and then whoa! Don't go back in there. That was silly. Need to take one of these and harvest it. Perfect. See, I told you I was bringing back the exact amount of resources and stuff like that. Okay, now we need ropes. And now we need 2 logs. Yeah, just 2 logs. So yeah, there you go. Even grabbed a few extra logs. Cakewalk. See all that paint that I messed up there? I'm going to have to go back and do that before the end of the stream because it's driving me nuts. Alright, so this is the notch platform. And I mentioned this on the drug lab build. But one thing that you can do with a notch platform is set up your forge to go through it. And so if you want to have your forge inside, you just have to have it sticking out a notch filter. And then you get like kind of a free little chimney on one of your builds. So anyway, that's where we're going to be doing a lot of our armor crafting. It's right there. Okay, I want to finish that painting before I call today's stream because that's just going to irk me if I don't. So, in case you didn't know how to do this, take a Brazil nut bowl and a small leaf pile, and you make some green paint. I love painting in this game. It's super clean when survival games let you paint. And so just super, super clean. See how much of this we need to do. We need to do the whole run. Wow. Just didn't bother with it, apparently. I wish there was a painting skill that you could improve. So that way your paint could last longer or whatever. I don't know. Alright, I need another thing to chop here. Is there nothing in the base? Do I gotta go off campus here? Yep. Alright, let's make it quick then. Really? Chop it. Chop down. Swing down. Okay, swing down again, and this time don't suck at it. Thank you. That was pretty lame of Jake here. Alright, back inside of the base. Close the door.
Need to rest.
It's kind of annoying that I had to make all that green, this like whole thing of green paint, just for these last 2 pieces. It's like, is there anything else that needs to get painted green? Because that would be super cool. Sounds good, 17. Thanks for hanging out with us as always. Really appreciate you. Guess I could make this green. And do white trim. Got enough of these around. See what that noise was. Alright, and figure out, let's talk tomorrow about payment apps. Let me get you paid. Get everything taken care of. Beautiful. Almost there. Almost there. Just 2 more of these to do. Then we'll have to come back and do all the white trim and stuff like that. Now I feel less bad about having to like redo this brush because there's only 1 thing of green on it. Really? I can do the frame too? Yeah. I just saw the frame. Why are you not letting me do the frame again? Oh, it just, I think I just saw it again. No, I might be wrong about that. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Make our bed green for the last one there. Beautiful. Okay, well, this is where I'm going to be calling today's stream, guys. We didn't get too much work done on the actual build, but we got a lot more mud back at the base, and I'm pretty happy about that. Love seeing 2 of these now, so the dry season is going to be a little bit better. And then I love seeing 2 of these now. And next time, we'll get the rest of the mud to finish that guy up. Get the rest of the mud to finish that guy up. And then I think we need to get a beehive. And that's going to be the only other thing that we need is just a beehive. Going to go out this way one more time to take a screenshot of the base. Because I think that this is a really cool place to take screenshots of. And I'm going to have to remember that to do the final screenshot. But yeah. Pull back over here. Get the whole base in. All right, let me do one thing real quick. Stream may get a little laggy here, but let me just make sure that wow, yeah, I have everything set up. Okay. All right, let me just take a quick screenshot real fast. Oh, what happened there? Oh, you're gonna be all lame. Sometimes it doesn't let me take screenshots inside of Green Hell. Yeah, it doesn't want me to take one right now. Silliness. All right, hang on. We can do it the old-fashioned way. Just hit that print screen button. Oh, did that go away too? I'd be super mad if that didn't stay. Try to just send this to myself. All right, well, anyway, guys, that's where I'm going to call today's stream. Nope. Yeah, that definitely didn't work. All right, well, I want a screenshot of this build from where we're at right now because it's coming together. Let me just go ahead and switch it over to a windowed mode real fast. There we go. Pull back a little bit more. Hang on, make sure I'm not going to fall off this building and break my leg. There we go. There we go. Just a quick screenshot here. Super exciting. Oh man, perfect timing. We're getting spam in the Twitch chat. That means it's time to bounce. I love the spammers on Twitch because it's like you have the ability to do whatever you want on Twitch and like make money doing it. But they choose to do that. And that to me is hysterical in my mind. It's like you make pennies doing something that takes hours of your time. Anywho, all right, let's go ahead and call today's stream. Hey, Purple Violet, I'm so sorry that you just popped in because I'm actually signing off right now, but make sure you hit that subscribe button. Would love to hang out with you next time. I just injured myself getting back in here. I hurt both legs or just one? There's one injury. Other leg is fine. Okay, let's go ahead and fix this up. So dumb. And then we'll call it here. But either way, good to see you, Purple Violet, and everybody else who was hanging out with me today. Really appreciate all of you guys. Gonna do what I normally do before I call it, and just kind of sleep through the night here, and then call it in the morning. But anyway, guys, thank you guys very, very much for hanging out with me in Green Hell today. Did I tell you guys that I finished my 1,000-mile Amazon challenge? I've officially walked 1,000 miles in real life. Through the Amazon rainforest virtually. Super fun. But anyway, hey, Pickney, I'm about ready to leave, man. I always feel bad when you guys show up like as soon as I go to bail, but I'm just kind of setting up my macros for success when I log in next. But anyway, so today was Green Hell, guys. As you can see on the screen, made some good progress on the Mega Base. Love how we're doing here. But tomorrow, switching it up, going to Grounded for a little while and working on the Mega Base and Grounded. I have so many queens that I have to kill for that Mega Base. Like, I think I have to take out the Broodmother like 3 more times and the Mantis like 20 times. And so, anyway, long story short, guys, if you want to see me die in Grounded tomorrow, that's what's probably going to happen a bunch of times. But either way, eat these bananas. Everything else is good. Let's go ahead and just check for some leeches real fast. There he is. And then there's those 2. Cool. All right, everybody. Well, you have a great rest of your night. It was great hanging out with you guys, as always. Love building on these streams. So much fun. But anyway, look at this. Look at this compost that we're building up. Love it. All right, everyone. You guys have a great rest of your day. I will be back tomorrow, same time as always, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then, yeah, we'll have some good fun. Make sure you join the Discord. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, the like button, all that fun stuff. And I will see you guys next time. Have a good one, everybody.